Hi, welcome to Riding with Carla, and today I am on the gorgeous Mickey. Mickey is a 4-year-old dun gelding. Mickey has been under saddle for a few months now, and so we've been working a lot on body control and really getting some things fine-tuned. So today I'm going to talk about why that might be important, because I see, a lot of people want to just ride their horses straight, they want to ride them down the trail. No, that's great and fine. I love doing that too. Biggest trail riding fan ever. Not like in the 8 months it snows here, but like in the other 2 months of the year, gorgeous trails. You just have to get through the long winter first. Anyways, so I've been working a lot with Mickey on, moving his hips around, his shoulders around. I'm going to show you some of the exercises I like to do with him that just kind of help him stay soft. And this has actually helped him get his lead changes, spin better, even just ride better. I can pick him up and I can just guide him across the arena, and he's just starting to act like a regular old broke pony. So let's just go ahead and start in. Hip control is really important because anything you ask your horse to do, the more body broke and soft through the body they are, the better. Let's say you want to side pass over and you want to open a gate. Hip control. Let's say you want to, ask your horse to lope off on the right lead. Hip control. The lead is determined by the hips, okay? So if your hip is correct, your lead is correct. Okay, let's say I want to, spin my horse. You're gonna need some hip control, okay? You wanna do a lead change? Hip control. You wanna go down the trail and ask your horse, oh no, don't step on that rattlesnake. Hip control. You literally need hip control. Hip control is so important no matter what you're doing in horsemanship. And let's say you have a horse, 90 days, ready? You have done nothing but ride him straight. And your friends out here, they've got a nice little horse and they're working on lead changes. Ooh, fun, right? Fancy stuff. I want to work on lead changes too. Oh, you can't. You don't have any hip control. You're going to need some hip control. Anything you do, hip control is so important. Body control in general, but we're talking specifically about this little booty rump right here. Okay, so here's a couple of exercises I like to do. Let's say my horse doesn't know how to move his hips, right? At all. Like he's green, or he's just simply never been taught. One thing you can do, this is very basic. Pull the head around, up to your knee, outside leg back. See how I've got it picked up right here? Right there. Ask him to step over, drop my hand down to my knee and let him walk back out, okay? Put your hand on your knee, pull it back up to your hip, pick that leg up, ask that horse to step over. Very basic. Drop my hand back down, let him walk forward, okay? That would say step one. Now step two, we're getting a little bit more advanced here, okay? Now I'm gonna pick up my horse directly up with the reins, so lifting up his shoulders here, slight tip on the inside, put my leg back, little bit of hip control. Very nice, just like that, walking forward. Pick up those shoulders, stop that forward movement, little bit of hip control right here, and walk forward. Very nice, okay? And then as you get more and more advanced, you could take this hip, push your leg back, point the head more this direction, and have that horse step over on that hip, just right there. Just ask for one step at a time, okay? Of course, whatever you do on one side, you've got to also do it on the other, right? There we go. So coming on this side, reach down, pull my rein to my knee, pull it up to my hip, put my leg back. Ooh, spicy, he knows what's up. Move that hip like a boss. Very nice, son. Okay, now I'm gonna walk it forward, pick up that shoulder, ask that hip to step over. Very good. Ask him to walk back forward. Very pretty. Very nice. Now you might say that my horse doesn't want to bend his head in the same direction as the hip, because let's be honest. A proper side pass or hip yield is the hip leading with the head on the same side, okay? So example, let me turn him and walk him towards the camera, okay? So you can see what I'm talking about. Picking up on this rein here and asking that hip to step over. Notice his body moving in the same direction, just like that. Turn him this way. And you want that to move in the same direction. That is proper. So anytime somebody comes up to you and he says, my horse can side pass at a trot, watch how they do it, because there's a correct way and an incorrect way. Incorrect. This is not really correct. I don't know what's happening here, okay? Not correct. If you have a green colt, okay, maybe at a walk, but don't be doing that at a trot. Versus if I come in here, I'm gonna turn him back around here. Bend him up this way. Now watch his head. Nice. Now Mickey's kind of green about it. His head's not as exaggerated as it could be or maybe should be. And he'll get there, but for right now, he's just on the basics of life. All right, guys, and that is the importance of hip control. So you might be thinking, I don't need hip control. I like to trail ride. I just like to go with my friends. Well, folks, the reality is you need hip control no matter what you do. If you get on a horse, you should have good hip control. You should be working towards that. It's gonna better your relationship with your horse, whether you go down the trail or you just go to an arena, or you're like me and you do both. I love to go down the trail, but I do not go down a trail on an unbroke horse, okay? Body broke, I wanna move the hip, I wanna side pass him. If I'm coming up to a tree and my horse is about to run my leg into a tree, it's kind of nice if I can just, you know, slide his hip around it instead of doing this number. You know, how many of us have done that? I've never done that. I've done that. So it's nice if you can just pick up, scoot them over, and keep riding. It's much more enjoyable with your friends anyways, instead of going, ah, my leg. If you want more tips on how to train your beautiful gypsy, subscribe to my channel.